Hi lovelies, welcome back to UG Update. So guys, on this video, let's talk about the Anupama series, guys. And we're talking about a very interesting episode which is about to go down in the Anupama series, and it's quite an interesting one coming. So without wasting more time, let's dive straight into the video to find out what is about to go down in our favorite Starlife series, Anupama. But before that, please don't forget that it's still UG Updates. In case if you are yet to subscribe to UG Updates, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget, guys, to give the video a thumbs up. Alright lovelies, let's dive straight into the video. So guys, the episode starts with Anupama asking Adia not to shout even a bit and says Shruti's condition is very bad. Adia asks, what did you do? Then Anupama says, I didn't do anything. The plane in which Shruti's parents were coming crashed. Adia is shocked. Then Anupama holds her hand and asks her to handle herself. Adia brushes off her hand and blames her for the happenings in their lives. She says since you came, bad things is happening in the house. You had put your bad side on us, and says I hate you. She warns her not to come in the house, making Shruti's excuse, and tells that Anuj and I will take care of her. She asks her not to lecture her that she is a mother, and says you must be mother of many but not mine. She asks if any mother leaves their children. So Anupama says, I had gone as you both were not happy with me. I couldn't do anything for you. You both were burdened by my relations. So Adia then says, I was nothing for you, though Pops was in your life, and that's why you saved your granddaughter. Anupama says, I saved 3 of you, and asks, didn't you remember that I asked you to go out of the car first? But the door was locked. She says, I took out Pari first. As if I had taken you to the front, then the car would have fallen in the valley. She tells that her Kanhaji knew that she never differentiated among her 4 children, and says, you can hate me if you want. Adia says, yes, I hate you and will always hate you. Then Anupama asks, why do you ask me always why I left you? She says, I could have handled you anyhow, but your papa raised finger on my motherly love and says I wouldn't have got affected if all the world say it. But I couldn't bear the accusations which your papa did. She says, I want so that your papa don't hold my past baggage, so that you both can stay happily. Then Adia says, you went for our happiness, then why did you return? Get out from here. Anuj comes there and asks her to say sorry to her mother. But Adia refuses and says, just Shruti is my mother. She goes inside. Anupama asks Anuj to take care of Shruti and runs away from there. Then she collides with someone on the road and then stops. She asks Kanhaji why he brings them face to face. Then, in another scene, Dimpy was telling Vanraj that just now the academy has restarted and says if I go to America, then who will handle it? She says even if I go, then how Kavya will handle 3 kids and Ansh exam is going to start soon. Ba says she is right. If Ansh doesn't study, then he will fail in the exam. Babuji tells Vanraj that if he is the head of the family still, and tells that he will stay with them and promise that nothing will happen against his wish. He asks him to go with Leela, but Dimpy promises that she will not do anything wrong. Vanraj then wants them and says if you all try to fool Babuji, then she says Titu's Nautanki should be over till we return. In another scene, Anupama is working in the kitchen. Then Yasdeep comes and says 50 people order came for Alovada. Then Anupama says, I will make it. She tries to do it fast and the spoon falls down. Yasdeep asks if she is fine, but Anupama says yes. He says Biji was missing her. Anupama then says, I will come to meet her. She asks Kedi to chop the onions and then she asks herself to handle herself. In another scene, Adia tries to pacify Shruti, but Anuj asks Shruti to be stronger and tells that life sometimes tests us, and tells that they have to go to India for uncle-auntie last rites. Shruti and Adia cried aloud. The neighbors comes to Ba and give her stuff to be taken for their relatives, while Kavya then says so much stuff is not allowed. Ba says Vanraj will handle everything, but then Babuji says Vanraj had bought the ticket and not all the flights. Ba says I saw that heroine carries so much stuff, but Kavya says money has to be paid to take the extra luggage. The neighbors argue, then the neighbors ask Ba to take Dimpy along with her, else she will do something wrong. Others say that Titu roams here and there and says home was home due to Anupama. Ba then says when I meet Anupama, then I will. Babuji asks her not to tell anything to Anupama. In another scene, Anupama hugs Biji and cries and says, "Why relatives give us so much pain? I went far away, but they came in front of me." So she says, "My daughter thinks that I don't want her happiness." I am behind her and says, "If I had known that they are here, then I wouldn't have come here." And then also, Choti thinks that I want to come between them. She says, "I never asked anything from anyone and have asked Kanhaji for others. But she says she hates me. Okay, I had broken her heart, so how to make her heart fine?" Then she says how to connect her broken heart. Biji then says a mother can't join the broken heart and ask her to remember that she has done her duty well of a mother. She says life didn't leave you behind and asks her to move on. She says you will get 100 reasons to cry and ask her to forget everything and move on. But Anupama says I will move on and look to the front. In another scene, Anu drops Shruti to the airport and says someone will come to pick them up from the airport. He says, "I will come with you and my staff can handle the event." Shruti says she will learn to stay alone and will take care of Adia. Adia then asks Anu to take care of himself and focus on himself. She asks him to remember that Shruti is their family. But Adia and Shruti go inside the airport. Yasip asks Anupama what is she thinking. So Anupama says, "I am trying not to think anything and just to do work and want much such a tasty food in the event that people talk about our restaurant." He says if she is nervous, but Anupama says no, you are with me. Yasip then says, "I am ready to stay with you forever. I mean to support you." She thinks of Dia's words. Anupama thinks to keep masalas ready, but Kinja offers help and asks her to say what to do. Anupama asks her to put it in the box. Then Toshu comes there talking on the phone. Kinja says I am seeing him walking after many years and says I am scared and hopes that he will change someday. Then Anupama continues thinking of Shruti and Adia. Guys, it's quite an interesting episode. Actually, Anupama is trying to move on from Anuj and Adia's issues. But will she be able to do that? Guys, please drop what you think on the comment section. And as you do that, please don't forget that it's still UG Updates. In case if you are yet to subscribe to UG Updates, please click on the subscription button and subscribe. Don't also forget, guys, to give the video a thumbs up. Alright, lovelies, that will be a wrap. Thank you guys for watching up to this point. I really love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video.